All right, come on inside here to the Drubner Center on the beautiful campus here at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. It is time for NCAA Division II women's basketball. Today's opponent for the Post University Eagles, it is Assumption University out of Worcester, Massachusetts. Assumption in the blue uniforms, Post in the white uniforms. It'll be Pagan and Hall to jump it up at the center circle, and we are underway with Assumption controlling the tip. Here's Molly Stokes to the basket, and we get a foul on the floor. Let's take a look at our starting lineups for both teams. We will start with the visiting Assumption University Greyhounds. It's Amanda Michkowski, Marina Callahan, Tegan Curran, Kajay Hall, and Molly Stokes. That will round out the five for Assumption as Stokes gets it here on the left wing. And for the Eagles, it is D.D. Stevenson, Naj White, Trinity Bravo, Maya Klein, Taina Pagan, and there's a steal by Naj White. The Eagles first force the turnover. Here's the first shot of the season. It's Maya Klein, way off from downtown as it goes out of play. 9:33 to play here in the first quarter. Both teams do not score on their first offensive possessions. Head coach for the Greyhounds, it is Carrie Fair in her 28th season. And for your Eagles, as that's a three right there, it's put up and it's rebounded by Trinity Bravo. And for your Eagles, it is Courtney Burns in her first season at the helm. Burns was a head coach at Mitchell College for 6 seasons, where she won a conference championship last season. One of her players, D.D. Stevenson, who transferred to Post University. Now Naj White on the drive, kicks it back out to Pagan, and she'll reset it with the point guard with 10 on the shot clock. D.D. Stevenson gets to the left nail. Back out to White. White will try the long two. That is rejected by Hall. Hall the rebound ahead to Michkowski. Inside to Callahan, and she breaks open the seal for the Greyhounds. 2-0 Assumption. Now Stevenson to the basket. The layup, missed it. Pagan the rebound. Back to Stevenson in the lane, and she gets fouled by Michkowski in the paint with 8:29 to play here in the opening quarter. And looking at the Eagles, last season they were 21-10 overall, 14-4 in conference. And for Assumption, they were 27-6 overall, 16-4 in conference. Trinity Bravo, mid-post right side jumper. She gets the roll. Bravo evens up the score at 2 apiece. Callahan on the drive. The push shot is good off the glass. Callahan goes to the glass. Marina Callahan averaged 8.9 points per game last season for the Greyhounds, and she gives them a 4-2 lead here. Nearly 2 minutes played in the opening quarter. White and Bravo not on the same page right there as White throws that out of play. We'll get our first substitutions into the game. It's Lysandra Turner and Saleh Kaupte for the Eagles. Kaupte number 13, Turner number 1. And we had our first substitution in for the Greyhounds. As that pass inside to Hall. She'll kick it back out. Callahan doesn't want the three. Back out to Stokes. She'll line it up on the left wing. It's up and down. 7-2 lead here for the Greyhounds. Stevenson works it back out to the perimeter. Lysandra Turner bounce pass to Klein. Maya Klein transferred from Sacred Heart University in Division I basketball. Here's Turner on the drive. Back out to Klein. She'll line up the open three. Too strong. And now Michkowski, quick pace. She'll find Curran in the left corner. Her three ball too strong. And it's Turner fighting for the weak side rebound. Nearly 3 minutes played here in the opening quarter. Bravo has it on the left wing. Looks for Klein, goes backdoor. Klein the layup, smokes it. And now it's ahead to Michkowski. Michkowski not on the same page with Stokes. Throws that out of play with 6:59 to play in the first quarter. And Tishane Simmons, number 15 for the Eagles, checks in. She was the 4th leading scorer last season for the Eagles. She sunk 76 points in 680 minutes of action while leading the team in three-pointers with 63 on the year. So here's Stevenson between the rings. Bounce pass to Turner on the right wing. Turner finds Bravo. Mid-range shot on the right side. It rims in and out. Kaupte the offensive board. They will reset it with Stevenson at the top of the key. Stevenson, bounce pass. White on the drive. Back out to Simmons. She tries her first three of the season, and it's money from the outside. T. Chanel and Stevenson on the steal. She finds Simmons. Simmons down the lane, brings it back out to the perimeter. Back to Stevenson. Stevenson for three. And it's short. Got her miss. Back out to Turner. Foul line jumper. You bet. Tie game, 7 apiece. 4 minutes gone in the opening quarter. Callahan on the midi. Too strong. Turner the rebound, and now she pushes it into the front court for the Eagles. Bravo between the rings, met by Callahan. Finds Stevenson. Stevenson one-on-one with Michkowski. Bounce pass to Turner. Turner at the foul line. Backdoor to Bravo, and they turn it over. Now Michkowski on the other end. Michkowski cross court. It will be Curran lining up the three on the left wing, and it's way strong. Out of play. We have some substitutions coming into the game now. For Assumption, it is number 24, Tegan Cam, and number 34, Emma Dahl. And for your Eagles, the former Canisius Golden Griffin, Amaya Santiago into the game now for Courtney Burns. Game all tied up at 7. Here with 5:20 to play in the opening quarter. Stevenson for three on the left wing. D.D. Stevenson, the graduate point guard from Hartford, Connecticut. An auspicious start here in the first quarter, and they get Simmons for the foul on the floor on the perimeter. So Stevenson and Simmons with a pair of threes. Side out here on the left sideline in the front court for Assumption. Michkowski will trigger. Callahan on the drive, gets whacked by Turner going to the basket. She'll shoot two at the charity stripe with 5:06 remaining in the opening quarter. Marina Callahan, a 5'11 junior from Burlington, Massachusetts. One of the leaders on this team. Back iron on the first of two. Callahan gets the back end of two. Goes 1 for 2 in that trip to the free throw line. It is 10-8 Eagles. Simmons on the right wing. Gets to her left hand. Cuts back to her right. Now swings it to Stevenson between the rings. Now it's Turner on the drive. Out to Santiago. She lines up the three from straight away. Kaute gets on the floor. And it's picked up by Dahl. Now ahead to Callahan in the right corner. Up top, it's for Dahl. Three ball, back iron, offensive rebound. And the foul by Santiago. That is Tegan Cam drawing the whistle off the offensive rebound. So it'll be Cam to shoot two at the foul line. The 6'1 sophomore. As Naj White checks in for D.D. Stevenson. .436 remaining here in the opening quarter. First of two is too strong from Cam. Assumption out of the Northeast 10 Conference. And 1 for 2 in that trip to the free throw line is Tegan Cam. 1 point game, 10-9 here, Eagles. Turner, as we get a whistle here. Looks like we have an issue with the game clock as Grace Leary checks in for Assumption. She subs out Amanda Michkowski with 4:31 remaining in the opening quarter as we get the clock sorted out. And now here's Turner. Pass inside now out to Santiago. Turner gets to the foul line. The J rattles it home. Now Callahan here on the drive gets fouled up top. And Trinity Bravo will check back in, as well as Tegan Curran on the Assumption side, and Kajay Hall as well for Assumption. Excuse me, Hall will be subbing out the shooter, so she will not check in just yet. First of two, got the fortuitous bounce. Callahan gets two friendly rolls. And she goes 2 for 2 in that trip to the free throw line. She'll sub out here. Hall checks in. Now Turner between the rings. Pass to White. White in the mid-range on the right side. Brings it back out to the perimeter. Now finds Turner left wing. Out to Bravo. Bravo here on the drive. Simmons, 1 for 1 from downtown. This one off the mark. Kaute fighting for the offensive rebound, and we get a jump ball. With 3:44 remaining in the first quarter. Under the basket, out of bounds play, Turner to Trigger. Passes right into the hands of Dahl. Dahl now on the fast break. Pass inside, and we get a foul there by Simmons, shoving the back. It will be on the floor with 3:37 remaining in the first quarter. So Assumption in the bonus. They will be shooting here at the line. It will be a 1-and-1. Or did they say it was in the shooting motion as Maya Klein checks back in for Simmons? First of two put up and through by Cam. Knotted up at 12 here. And that one is too strong. Bravo hauls in the rebound. And now it's swung over to Klein here on the left wing. Fakes the pass to Bravo. Works it back to White. White now wild shot. It's short. Hall pulls in the rebound with 3:15 remaining in the first quarter. Now Leary pushes it into the front court, met by Klein. It is inside to Cam. Now it's worked out to Dahl. Over here in the left corner, Curran on the drive, runs into a wall and Kaute, and they call Kaute for the foul. With 3:04 remaining in the opening quarter, we are tied up at 12 apiece. It will be Tegan Curran heading to the foul line, the 5'9" sophomore, as Michkowski checks back in for Leary. On the floor for the Eagles, it's Stevenson, Bravo, Kaute, White, and Klein. Here is Curran at the foul line. First of two, back iron. So she gets the back end of two. 1 for 2 in that trip to the free throw line there. 13-12 lead for the Greyhounds. Stevenson, right wing. Met by Michkowski. The screen set by Bravo. Works it back out to White. Now White puts it on the deck. Drives down the right side of the lane. We get an illegal screen set there by Kaute. So it'll be a side out in the backcourt. Cam will trigger. Michkowski guarded by Stevenson. Now Dahl on the left wing, and we get a foul going against the Eagles. The fans perplexed. I believe they get Klein for the foul. So the Greyhounds in the bonus. It will be a 1-and-1 here at the foul line. Emma Dahl will shoot it, the 5'8" freshman. One more coming up here for number 34 from Quincy, Massachusetts. Emma Dahl, good on both free throws. As Stokes and Callahan check back in for the Greyhounds. Dahl and Cam check out. The Eagles trail by 3. Stevenson works it into the front court. Pagan at the left nail. Handoff action with Klein. Klein gets it back to Stevenson on the left wing. She jams, works it back to White. White on the drive across the lane, left to right, back out to Klein. Klein, the mid-range, it's a long two, and it's short. And the rebound by Bravo. Bravo swings it to the left wing for Stevenson. Now Stevenson works it out of the double team. 7 on the shot clock. Klein gets to her left hand, the Euro, and she draws the foul. With 2:03 remaining in the first. Klein to the foul line to shoot a pair. Maya Klein here today, 5 points, 0 for 4 from the floor. She shoots the first of 2 and connects. So Stevenson makes both free throws. And it's 15-14 here. Callahan at the top of the key setting up the Assumption offense. Now Stokes here on the left wing. Her 3 is rebounded by Bravo. And Bravo turns it over on the other end. On the floor, Assumption comes away with it. Here they are, moving it from the backcourt into the front court. Stokes on the drive, gets to the short corner on the left side, passes back out to Michkowski. She drives the floater too strong. White secures the rebound. Cross-court pass to Stevenson. She'll move it into the front court. Finds Klein, quick catch and shoot 3, back iron. Bravo, the offensive rebound, goes right at Callahan and can't finish the J. Callahan off the rebound, ahead to Michkowski. She finds Stokes, her 3 is up and down. Now Stevenson, quick drive. Doesn't have an angle. Back out to Klein. Klein on the left wing, 45 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter. It is White. Stops in the mid-range on the right side, picks up a dribble, bounce pass to Stevenson on the right wing. Stevenson jabs to her left, gets to the foul line. The J is off. White the offensive rebound. White back out. Klein open for 3. Stevenson only at 5'2", hauls in the rebound. There's a 6-second difference between shot clock and game clock. White here on the right wing. Inside to Pagan, shot clock at 2, inside to Bravo. She smokes the layup, haul the rebound, 3-2. Michkowski across the timeline, inside at the horn, drew the foul right before the shot clock, before the game clock expired. Yeah. So they put 0.3 of a second on the game clock here in the first quarter. Michkowski at the foul line. First of two, rims out. 18-14 lead here for the Greyhounds. Michkowski, number 10 in blue, the second of two, gets the friendly bounce. And the Eagles do not get off the shot to end the first quarter, and that will do it. Greyhounds take a 5-point lead heading into the second quarter. You are watching NCAA Division II women's basketball here on the CACC Network. We welcome you back here to the Drubner Center. Hello, friends. We welcome you back inside to the Drubner Center here on the CACC Network. Greyhounds and Eagles just finished up their first quarter of action. Greyhounds lead it 19-14 here. Pass inside, deflected by Pagan. And it will remain with the Greyhounds under the basket, out of bounds play here on the left baseline. Michkowski will inbound. Pass inside, and Callahan left wide open. Banks it in off the left side of the window. 21-14 lead for the Greyhounds. It's Klein on the right wing. Stevenson guarded by number 10, Michkowski. Post entry pass to Pagan, mid-post left side. Cross court now. White fakes the pass on the drive. Missed the lay. Pagan offensive rebound. Back up and drew the foul. Taina Pagan to the foul line. Number 30 in white for your Eagles. He's 6'1" graduate student from New London, Connecticut. Knocks down the first of two. On the floor for your Eagles to begin the second quarter, it is Bravo, Stevenson, White, Pagan, and Klein. Pagan here on the second of two. Pure. 2 for 2 in that trip to line for Pagan. Eagles back within 5. Michkowski into the front court. Stokes has 7 points. Now it's up top to Hall. Hall thought about going backdoor. Now Callahan. Michkowski back to Callahan. Handoff. Callahan drives baseline. Cross-court pass. Extra one. Stokes. She'll line it up on the left wing. Back iron. Bravo up high for the rebound. Bravo into the front court. Cross-leaning over right to left into the J. Misses it, but she drew the contact. Bravo to the foul line to shoot 2. Tegan Cam back into the game for Assumption. She will sub out Kajay Hall. There's Bravo at the foul line. Connects on the first of two. Trinity Bravo, a graduate student from Bridgeport, Connecticut, stands at 5'9". Both free throws good in that trip to the line there for Bravo. Brings the Eagles within one possession, 21-18. Greyhounds foul on the perimeter. It'll go on the floor. It'll go against Trinity Bravo. So we will have a side out. 26 on the shot clock. Callahan to inbound. Assumption shooting 39% from the floor. Eagles 23%. Michkowski kicks it back out. Callahan, one more. It'll be Curran lining up the three. Back iron, offensive rebound, Callahan. Nice seal inside. Callahan, turnaround Jay. It is hauled in by Bravo. And Stevenson will move it into the front court. D.D. Stevenson finds White. White on the drive. Back out to Bravo. Stevenson comes to get it. Works it back out to the top of the key. Crossing over right to left. Bounce pass to Klein in the left corner. She takes it inside. 5 on the shot clock. Klein. Bravo. Jumper. Yes! It counts. Trinity Bravo fired up after the J. 21-20. Michkowski, stop, pop, three ball, you bet. They say she had a foot on the line, so they call it a long two. Stevenson turns it over on the other end. Michkowski ahead. Callahan, no numbers, brings it back out. Pass inside. Cam, baby hook, left hand, missed it. White off the rebound. 7:20 remaining in the first half. White, the mid-range, thought about it. Now leans in, fires, and drew the foul. They say it was not in the shooting motion, however. As we get some substitutions in here. Santiago, Turner, and Kaute all into the game now for the Eagles. So it'll be an under the basket, out of bounds play here for the Eagles. Trailing by 3, 7:17 remaining in the first half. Turner to trigger on the baseline. Klein down the left side lane, left-handed scoop, missed it. Kaute misses on the second chance opportunity. Now Stokes into the front court. Leary thought about the three. In and out dribbling to her left hand. Wild shot, couldn't get it to go off glass, but she drew the whistle. And Turner not happy at the call. As Jaden Burns will look to check in here for the Eagles. She subs out Turner. Turner just picked up her third personal foul. So she heads to the bench. Jaden Burns, number 2, in for the Eagles as the first of two was short by Leary. Burns, a 5'6" junior from New London, Connecticut. Leary gets the back end of two to give the Greyhounds a 4-point advantage. Now White in and out dribbling. Back out to Burns. Burns swings it. The former Canisius Golden Griffin on the drive. The floater, too strong. Burns the offensive rebound. Gets on the floor and gets fouled by a Greyhound. That's Emma Dahl picking up the personal with 6:42 remaining in the first half. As Simmons checks back in, Klein checks out. On the Assumption side, Curran checks in, Dahl checks out. Under the basket, out of bounds play here for the Eagles. White to inbound. Kaute back to White off the handoff. Now Simmons left wing. She's 1 for 2 from downtown. Make her 1 for 3 off the air ball. Kaute back up and in off the second chance opportunity. 24-22. Assumption leads it. Callahan goes baseline. Callahan draws two. Cross-court pass. Stokes lines up the three. Same team rebounded there by Santiago. Now White. The layup. The bucket. Yes, it counts. And the foul. Naj White, a three-point play opportunity. And the made free throw here would give the Eagles a 1-point lead. 6:11 remaining here in the first half. White connects on the free throw to complete the three-point play, and the Eagles have a 25-24 lead. Stokes gets inside, got the step, and finishes the lay. The Greyhounds regain the lead. Burns on the perimeter. Drives it, kicks it. Simmons thought about the three. She'll pull it back. She'll take it. And she misses. Now Stokes pass deflected out of play there by Simmons. And we'll have a side out here. Clock stopped at 5:40. 26-25. Assumption. Leary to trigger. She is Callahan. Leary comes back to get it. Sets up a play with 19 on the shot clock. Curran, left wing, gets a screen. Callahan on the roll. Beautiful pick and roll there between Curran and Callahan. 3-point advantage for the Greyhounds. As White running the point now for the Eagles. Sets up the offense. Kaute. Back out to Burns. Burns doesn't want the three. Santiago at the top of the key. Crosses over right to left. Pulls it back. Doesn't want the midi. Now White on the drive. The scoop. As that will be a 30-second shot clock violation. The ball did not hit the rim, so the shot clock did not reset. Some substitutions coming back in. It will be Bravo and Stevenson back in for your Eagles. The 5 on the floor for Assumption now. It's Curran, Cam, Michkowski, Callahan, and into the game now for the first time, it's Ava Ingalls, number 11 in blue. Callahan right wing, the drive, got the step, the lay, yes sir. Smooth take there by Callahan. Timeout, Courtney Burns with 4:38 remaining in the first half. Greyhounds 30, Eagles 25 when we return here on the CACC network. We are coming out of the Courtney Burns timeout with 4:38 remaining in the first half. A 5-point lead here for the Greyhounds. On the floor for your Eagles, Kaute, Stevenson, Burns, Santiago, and Bravo. For the Greyhounds, Ingalls, Cam, Michkowski, Curran, and Callahan. That's a 5 on the floor for the team in blue. Stevenson between the rings. Bounce pass. She has Burns. Crosses over left to right. The Euro, the lay. Gets fouled. Nice take there by Jaden Burns as Grace Leary will come back in for Assumption here. She subs out Michkowski. Burns, first of 2, left it short. Leading the way for the Eagles in scoring, it is Trinity Bravo with 6 points. For Assumption, It is Callahan with 13. Burns back end of 2, gets the bounce. 1 for 2, and that chip to the line for Burns. 4-point lead for Assumption. They bring it into the front court with Grace Leary. Calls out a play. Curran left open on the left wing, and she leaves it short. Stevenson brings it into the front court down the middle. Burns uses the screen, kicks it out. Kaute on the drive, and we get a blocking foul called on Ingalls and the Greyhounds. Did they say that was in the shooting motion? It should be. No, they say it was on the floor. So they say the foul was not in the shooting motion. It will be an under the basket out of bounds play for the Eagles. No, now they say the shot was in the shooting motion. So Kaute will shoot 2 at the line. Kaute, 3 minutes, 2 points. Has 5 offensive rebounds as she rattles out on the first of 2 from the charity stripe. Kaute has 5 rebounds in total, and all 5 of them have come on the offensive end as she goes 0 for 2, and that trip to the line, but it's Burns fighting for the offensive rebound, and we get a jump ball possession, Eagles. How about Jaden Burns there getting on the deck? Eagles trail by 4. Santiago to trigger under the basket. Stevenson, she'll line it up in the left corner. Off on the 3. Bravo tips it out of play on the offensive rebound attempt. 3:50 to play here in the first half. Leary running the point. Some high-low action here. Nice seal inside. That's Cam finishing over Bravo. 32-26 Assumption. Santiago, the drive and the finish with the left hand. That's pretty. Nice take, Santiago. Back to a 4-point game. Curran on the left wing. Gets it back. Fires the 3. Short. Bravo fighting for the rebound, and no foul is called, as it'll be a side out on the left sideline in the front court for Assumption. The crowd definitely letting the officials hear it from the stands. Again, side out here on the left sideline in the front court. It will be Callahan to trigger once the officials get everything situated here on the floor. So we resume play. 3 minutes of play here in the first half. 4-point lead for Assumption. Inside is Callahan, and she smoked the point blank range, gets it back and finishes. Give Callahan 15 on the game. Santiago, Bravo between the circles. Post-entry feed for Kaute, mid-post left side, goes right at Cam and can't finish the lay. Leary hounded by Stevenson. Callahan left open. She takes it. She makes it. Marina Callahan is cooking. 18 first half points for number 14. Stevenson lines it up on the catch and shoot. Short. Not enough legs. Stokes leaks out ahead of the field. And now the lead for Assumption is at double digits. Courtney Burns doesn't like what she sees, calls a timeout with 2:08 to play here in the first half. Coming out of the Eagles timeout, the Greyhounds have stretched their lead to double digits now. It's 39-28. How about Marina Callahan for the Greyhounds? 18 first half points. She is 7 for 10 from the floor. So now the Eagles out of the timeout. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Can they end this first half on a high note? Bravo lines up the three and sends a brick. Now White drives it, shoots it, and draws the foul. White will head to the line to shoot a pair here with 1:51 remaining in the second quarter. White from Hartford, Connecticut, a junior, stands at 5'6". The first of two, around and out. So 3 players came over from Mitchell College with Coach Burns. That's Dee Dee Stevenson, Lysandra Turner, and Naj White here at the line. Pinball's out. Kaute, her 6th offensive rebound, has it taken away by Callahan. 100 ticks remaining here in the first half. Leary into the front court. Callahan, 18 first half points. She has been the offense. She takes it on the drive. Nice pass inside. Cam blew the layup. And White out of the pack off the rebound. White one-on-one with Callahan. Shovels it for Stevenson. Stevenson pass inside to Bravo. And they call Bravo for the offensive foul. 1:21 remaining here in the first half. Assumption will take over, leading by 11. Leary met by Stevenson in the backcourt. Leary into the front court now at the front court left. Chest pass to Stokes here on the left wing. Stokes uses a screen, gets to the hole. Largest lead of the first half now for the Greyhounds. It's at 13. White dribbles it off of the foot of Cam, and that'll be a kickball violation on the Greyhounds. The 6'1" graduate student from New London, Connecticut checks in. That's Pagan in white, number 30 for the Eagles. 41-28 lead for the Greyhounds. Now Stevenson bounces it to White on the right wing. White uses the screen. Gets it back to Pagan, back out to White. Right wing triple from White. The Eagles needed that one. They don't get it. It goes ahead to Ingalls. One more in the corner to Stokes. The Euro. Oh, that's pretty. Molly Stokes taking out her do-it-yourself kit on that play. And a beautiful finish. 43-28. 15-point lead here for Assumption. Man, have they gone on a run here to end this first half. Kaute traveled, and they turn it over to the Eagles. 19.9 remaining on the game clock. Assumption can take the final shot of the half if they wish, as the shot clock is off. They lead 43-28. Leary in the backcourt. Gets it into the front court. Hounded by Stevenson. Stokes here on the left wing. Callahan drives, layup, drew the foul and missed the lay. Callahan for points 19 and 20. First of two pinballs out. Callahan, 19 points here in the first half. 3, 2, 1. White inside half court. A prayer. Almost made it. And that takes us to halftime. Marina Callahan, 19 first half points for the Greyhounds. And they take a 16-point lead heading into halftime. You are watching NCAA Division II women's basketball here on the CACC Network.
champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
In a country where 1 in 5 people are affected by a mental health condition, it's time for all of us to step up and change the conversation.
We all have stress in our lives and manage it in different ways.
Grades,
finances,
practice,
family,
games,
finals,
homework,
playing time,
friends,
midterms,
treatment, studying,
sleep,
time for me.
We don't have to find the balance on our own.
It's okay not to be okay.
We're all in this together.
People can and do get better.
Caring about one another can be your competitive advantage.
Communicate.
Be aware.
Show compassion.
Be a champion for each other.
Hope starts with you.
Hope starts with me.
Hope starts with us. We are CACC student athletes, and we are breaking the stigma.
Halftime is nearing its conclusion, and we are getting set for the second half between the Greyhounds and the Eagles. The Greyhounds went on quite a bit of a run to end that first half, and thus the 16-point lead heading into the second half. Marina Callahan, she was the offense for Assumption. 19 minutes, 19.7 for 10 from the floor. And looking at the team stats, a big discrepancy in field goal percentage. Assumption shooting 48% from the floor, Post only shooting 23% from the floor. On the court for the Eagles to begin this second half, it's White, Stevenson, Klein, Bravo, and Pagan. And for Assumption, Michkowski, Hall, Stokes, Callahan, and Curran. Second half underway here at the Drubner Center on the beautiful campus at Post University in Waterbury, Connecticut. Griffin Cass with you on hand here on the CACC network. Michkowski fighting for position as that three ball was off in the right corner for Assumption. Possession Eagles here. Stevenson brings it into the front court. Bounce pass to White. White on the drive. The Euro, the shot, and she left it too strong. Now it's thrown ahead to Stokes. Up top to Hall. Worked around. Ball hopping around on the perimeter for the Greyhounds. Now it's Stokes. Crosses over right to left. The midi on the left side. Drew the foul on Klein. Klein doesn't like the call. They get her for the whistle. Molly Stokes will head to the foul line to shoot two here with 9:15 remaining in the third. Stokes, the other Greyhound in double figure with 14 points, make that 15 as she buries the first of two from the line. Two for two in that trip to the charity stripe for Stokes. Give her 16 on the game. White splits the D, gets inside, nice pass, and it goes out of play, out of the hands of Pagan. Eagles in a 3-2 here. Zone defense out to Michkowski. Callahan inside, finds the open shooter. Michkowski lines it up, back iron. White climbs the ladder for the board. Klein is the trailer, she lines up the three. She connects from downtown. First bucket of the second half there for the Eagles. Hall inside, finishes. And throughout this one, Assumption is really picking apart this zone defense. Oh, Stevenson, nice, pretty move, but smoked the lay. Michkowski drives, the open shooter, it's Stokes, and she's off left. Stevenson left wing. They want the post-entry feed for Bravo. Bravo finds Klein. Klein takes it to the baseline, back to Bravo. Bravo wants to work. She steps back for three. Stevenson off the seal. She'll try the midi. Pagan the offensive board, and she gets fouled trying to pass it back out to Klein. Clock stopped at 7:41 here in the third. It'll be an under the basket, out of bounds play for Assumption. We got some substitutions in here. Santiago and Simmons into the game now for the first time for the Eagles here in the second half. And for Assumption, it is Tegan Cam into the game now, number 24 in blue. Klein, she lines up the three on the left wing. Maya Klein came over from Division I basketball with Sacred Heart, and she uses that experience and that level of play here for the Eagles. Buries a three. Eagles are within 14. Callahan, foul line, kicks it. Michkowski drives it across the lane, right to left. And you wonder when Courtney Burns might want to switch to a man-to-man defense here. This Greyhounds team have been doing a great job at just picking apart this 3-2 defense, as for the first time we see Raquel Washington into the game now, number 31 in white, a 6'1" big for the Eagles. Michkowski the drive, extra feed. Curran lines it up on the left wing, air ball. Callahan won't save it. 7:09 remaining here in the third. Eagles will take over. On the floor for your Eagles, it's Stevenson, the quick point guard, Santiago, Simmons, Washington, and Klein. Klein comes to get it. At the foul line, steps back. The 2 is too strong. Now here comes the 2-on-1. Michkowski stops, pops, and connects. Stevenson on the other end. Nice move. Brings it back out. Good defense there by Michkowski, able to recover. Santiago now, the former Canisius Golden Griffin, gets into the lane and sticks the J. Maya Santiago taking out her do-it-yourself kit. Callahan, cross court, and there's another open shooter for the Greyhounds, and it's put in by Curran. And the Eagles are really going to want to consider moving to man defense here. Washington bounces it. Simmons coughs it up. Substitution in for Assumption. Emma Dahl, number 34 in blue, checks in for the Greyhounds. The Eagles are in that man-to-man defense here. Great switch there by Courtney Burns. Here's Stokes on the drive. Offensive foul. Simmons able to set her feet and draw the charge. Bravo checks back in. Santiago heads to the bench. Eagles trail by 17. Stevenson calls out the play. Klein cuts it back. Mid-range shot, left it short. Hit out of play by Washington. Coming up on the midway point here in the third, Callahan, 19 points here in the game. Eagles out of the zone. Michkowski a three. Amanda Michkowski forces Courtney Burns to call a timeout. The lead has ballooned to 20 for the Greyhounds. And we'll step aside here with 5:10 remaining in the third on the CACC network. Coming out of the Courtney Burns timeout, 5:10 remaining here in the third. 20-point lead for the Greyhounds. Let's see if the Eagles can go on a run. It has been all Assumption since the midway point in the second quarter. The Eagles were up at one point. It was 25-24. Washington the handoff. Simmons swings it. Bravo kicks it out to the open shooter. Klein can't connect from downtown. Stevenson, a pesky defender. Assumption keeps it in play. Michkowski. Callahan. Give her 24 points on the game. Simmons left wing. Washington comes to get it. Now Stevenson here on the left wing. The drive, the shot, the score. D.D. Stevenson takes out her do-it-yourself kit and the nice kiss off the glass. Oh, that's a nice move. Molly Stokes got the step and finished it off the left side of the glass. Stevenson crossover right to left, kicks it out. Bravo doesn't want the three. Back to Stevenson at the left nail. Her jumper, yes. D.D. Stevenson, can she heat up for the Eagles? Gives Stevenson 7 points here in the game. Inside, open, it's Cam for the lay. Callahan fired the bullet inside. 3:25 remaining in the third. Stevenson on the other end, missed the lay. Nice take there, though, by D.D. It goes ahead. Callahan, pass almost intercepted there by Simmons. It goes out of play with 3:15 remaining in the third. Pagan and Turner back into the game. Klein and Washington grab a seat. Some substitutions coming in now for Assumption. For the first time here, we see Maeve Moriarty, the freshman, seeing some action here, wearing number 22 in blue. 22-point lead here for the Greyhounds. Under the basket, out of bounds play. Callahan inside. Cross court now to Larry. Larry on the left wing. Uses the screen. Bounce pass to Callahan, mid-post left side. Back out, 6 on the shot clock. Leary drives, layup, too strong. Bravo hauls in the board. 2:50 remaining here in the third. Bravo, dribble handoff with Stevenson. Stevenson stops. Pass inside to Turner, her layup, she missed it. And now here comes the Greyhounds on the other end. Callahan, left corner. Drives, the open shooter, it's Dahl, her three. Emma Dahl, splashdown from three. 65-40 lead for the Greyhounds. Courtney Burns wants time to talk things over. 2:20 remaining in the third. Greyhounds 65, Eagles 40. You are watching NCAA Division II women's basketball, here on the CACC network. .220 remaining here in the third, coming out of the Courtney Burns timeout. It is Greyhounds 65, Eagles 40. On the floor for your Eagles, Pagan, Turner, Stevenson, Bravo, and Simmons. For Assumption, Moriarty as Turner goes back door, the open shooter Simmons. Shot won't count as Turner got fouled. So on the court now for Assumption to come out of the timeout. It is Hall, Dahl, Leary, Curran, Moriarty, and that's a 5 for Assumption. Bravo, left corner. Stevenson cuts back door. Bravo doesn't have her, hands it off to Turner. Turner now swings it to Stevenson. Stevenson drives baseline, pulls it back. The long two is short. Turner the rebound. Back out to Bravo. Under 2 to play here in the third. Pagan works in the post. Baby hook, right hand off glass, off the mark. Leary into the front court now on the left side. 100 ticks remain here in the third. It goes out to Dahl. She's a shooter and she misses off left. Stevenson off the rebound and the push. One-on-one with Leary. Euro step floater. Bucket. .80 seconds remain here in the third. Morardi has her pocket picked. Now Leary on the floor. It goes out to Curran. Wide open on the right wing. Hall the offensive rebound. Hall sets a screen. Leary uses it. Now gets it to Morardi off the cut, and she gets whacked by Simmons. So Morardi will head to the foul line to shoot a pair here with 1:01 remaining in the third. Some substitutions come in here. On the floor, on the court now for your Eagles. It's Klein, Pagan, Kaute, Simmons, and Turner. Morardi at the line. First of two from the freshman is too strong, but then it gets the fortuitous roll. Morardi. Back iron on the second of two. Under a minute to play here in the third. Turner the push, the kick. Simmons looking for her spot here. Gets it back to Turner. Turner on the drive. The wild floater is too strong. Getting on the floor, it's Curran, and we get a jump ball. Excuse me, no, we get a foul. So they get the Eagles for the whistle. 44 seconds remaining in the third. It'll be the Greyhounds' ball here, leading by 24. Michkowski, 8 points in the game as she misses the left-handed layup. A nice take there. She got the blow-by, just couldn't finish the job. Simmons. Bounce pass, Kaute, left wing, backdoor, Turner. Can't hold on to the pass. Now Michkowski brings it into the front court. Shot clock turned off. The Greyhounds can take the final shot of the quarter. Clock at 3. Here's the drive by Curran. The step through, can't get the shot to go. Clyde doesn't get the shot off. And that will do it for the third. We head to the fourth and final quarter. It's a blowout, and the Greyhounds lead it 66-42 heading into the fourth and final quarter. You are listening and watching NCAA Division II women's basketball here on the CACC Network. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Final 10 minutes of play here between the Eagles and the Greyhounds. It will be Greyhounds possession to begin this fourth and final quarter. On the floor for the Greyhounds, it's Hall, Michkowski, Dahl, Callahan, and Stokes. For the Eagles, Kaute, Simmons, Pagan, Klein, and Turner. First possession of the fourth quarter here for Assumption in the blue uniforms. Stokes fakes a three, drives, scoop layup, draws the blocking foul with 9:38 remaining in regulation. Stokes will head to the foul line. She has had herself a nice performance here with 25 minutes played as she knocks down the first of two, 19 points, 7 for 13 from the floor. This Assumption team shooting very efficiently from the floor. 47.9% to the Eagles' 26.3%. Turner on the drive, cuts it back. Kaute finds Pagan. Back up top to Klein. Ball hopping around here for the Eagles. Turner, Kaute on the roll. Kaute finds the shooter. Simmons doesn't have the shot. Now on the drive. Throws it near the timeline. Klein with 4. Klein with 3. Klein turns it over as a... No, she did not turn it over. They call the 30-second shot clock violation. So it'll be Assumption ball here. Both teams do not score on their first possessions of the fourth quarter. As it will be Michkowski here between the rings. Gets it to Callahan. Callahan here on the right wing. Over to Hall. Hall one more to Michkowski. Back to Hall on the roll. Hall blocked but a foul. They get Pagan for the whistle with 8:53 remaining in regulation. Hall will head to the foul line to shoot a pair. Kajay Hall, 14 minutes, 2 points. She's only taken 1 field goal. She made it. And here she is on the free throw. Back iron on the first of 2. Kajay Hall, 6 feet, a junior from Maplewood, New Jersey. 0 for 2 in that trip to the line, an empty trip. Now Turner the push. White on the drive. Can't get a handle on it, now works it back out to Simmons. Simmons picks up her dribble. Bounce pass to Turner. Turner now on the drive, gets the angle. The layup too strong. Pagan back up and in. Yes, and a foul. 3-point play opportunity here for the big for the Eagles. As Cam checks back in for Assumption. Pagan the free throw, and she completes the 3-point play. Stokes drives, kicks. Now Michkowski on the left wing. Got the step on Turner, and she gets fouled. No, they call the offensive foul. So going the other way, Eagles ball with 8:22 remaining in the fourth, trailing by 23. White, left wing, gets a screen. White on the drive, kicks it out. Kaute for 3, rattles it home. And there, Callahan on the other end, blew the layup, and then threw it out of play, but it was deflected by an Eagle, so it'll remain with the Greyhounds here with 7:54 remaining in regulation. Leary checks in for Michkowski. Side out, left sideline in the front court. Leary to trigger. Gets it into Callahan at the top of the key. Now Stokes on the right wing. Stokes met by White. Stokes kicks it. Leary doesn't want the 3. She thought about it. Good defense there by Turner. Dahl in the left corner. Cross-court pass. Stokes now takes it to the hole. And she gets fouled on the drive with 7:33 remaining in regulation. So Stokes will head to the foul line to shoot a pair as Stevenson checks back in, as well as Santiago. Stokes, 20 points, 27 minutes, 7 for 13 from the floor. She is 4 for 4 from the line. Molly Stokes, a Worcester native from Worcester, Massachusetts, 5'10" senior, connects on the first of two. One more coming up here at the line for number 44. She is pure on both free throws. Give her 22. Turner. Back out to White. White. Out to Stevenson. Stevenson at the top of the key. The drive. Santiago will let it fly. Pagan the offensive rebound. Back up. Missed it. And it's Callahan on the rebound. It's ripped away by Santiago, and she is fouled. .70-48 lead here for the Greyhounds. 7:10 remaining in the fourth. It'll be an under the basket, out of bounds play here for the Eagles. Turner will inbound. Turner to trigger. Gets it into Stevenson in the left corner. Stevenson the bounce, and it's turned over. Hagan picks up the foul in the backcourt with 7:02 remaining in regulation. And the Eagles will show a full court press here. Something we haven't seen very often in this game from both teams, and it's something you see a lot in college basketball, is picking up full court. You don't see a lot in the professional level as the Eagles cut back and set back up in the half court. There's no rush here for the Greyhounds, a 22-point cushion with 6:45 remaining in regulation. Callahan, the drive, the scoop. And if this was the NBA or WNBA, that would have been continuation, but it is not. It's NCAA, so the shot doesn't count. Foul on the floor. And it'll be an under the basket, out of bounds play here for Assumption with 6:44 remaining in the fourth. So the Greyhounds are in the bonus. So it'll be 2 shots here for Callahan. 24 points on the game. She had 19 first half points. Slowed down a little bit here in the second half as she misses the first of 2. Callahan, empty trip. Misses both. 70-48 lead here. Do the Eagles have one final run in them? It's Pagan inside, missed the lay, back up and in, yes, it counts, and the foul. Pagan working on the offensive glass, gets her second and 1 of the game. And some substitutions in here for Assumption. Michkowski and Curran check in, Stokes and Larry check out. Pagan at the line. Looking to bring the Eagles within 19. The free throw is up and it's good. 3-point play completed. Eagles show the full court press. Santiago picks up Michkowski and the Eagles fall back. 19-point cushion here for Assumption. Still some time left here in this one. A little over 6 minutes to play in regulation. Callahan, 24 points on the game. The bounce and the miss. Off the layup. Cam had a point-blank look, smoked it, and now it's Stevenson on the other end. Santiago back inside to Pagan. Across the lane, left to right, baby hook, right hand, miss it off the glass. Fight for the rebound on the floor. We get a jump ball, possession Eagles. Taina Pagan, how about that, fighting. And she awards her team the possession. Under the basket, out of bounds play. Turner to inbound. Into Stevenson, fakes the three, and they get her with the travel. Stevenson doesn't like the call. Greyhounds ball. Ahead by 19 with 5:51 remaining in regulation. On the court now for your Eagles, it is White, Turner, Stevenson, Bravo, and Pagan. It goes ahead. Dahl doesn't want the three in the left corner. Now drives it, kicks it. Curran, three. Offensive rebound tracked down by Dahl. 5.5 remaining in the fourth. Curran at the foul line. Kicks it back out. It's worked around to Dahl. She'll line up the three on the left wing. It is off the back iron. Offensive rebound for Callahan. A fresh 20 for the Greyhounds. And they'll reset it with Michkowski between the rings. Goes back door. Callahan kicks it. Dahl will line it up, 2 for $1. Callahan, another offensive rebound. Had it poked away. White comes out of the pack. White bounces it. Stevenson retrieves it in the right corner, launches a three. Pagan right there for the follow. Under 5 to play here in regulation. Timeout, Greyhounds. 4:45 remaining in regulation. It's Greyhounds 70, Eagles 53. You are watching NCAA Division II women's basketball here on the CACC Network. Coming out of the Greyhounds timeout, 4:45 remaining in regulation. Eagles trail by 17. There's still some time left, but the situation has become dire now for the Eagles. They need to go on a run. They need to get a lot of stops and quick buckets. So coming out of the timeout for the Eagles, Pagan, Bravo, Turner, White, and Stevenson. For the Greyhounds, Michkowski, Hall, Curran, Cam, and Stokes. They get Pagan for the foul. In the bonus, it will be 2 free throws for Hall. Pagan checks out. Kaute back in. Kaupte with 6 rebounds on the game. Hall too strong on the first of 2. Hall, back end of 2, too strong. Turner the board. Stevenson. Top of the key, bounce pass, Turner in the short corner left side. She'll pull it back to Jay. Doesn't get it to fall, but she drew the foul, and she'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Callahan back in. Cam checks out. Turner, first of two pinballs out. Turner, splash on the second of two. 1 for 2 in that trip to the line for Turner. Eagles within 16. This is what the lead was for Assumption coming into the second half. The three is short. Curran can't knock it down. Bravo, the push off of the rebound, goes right into Callahan and turns it over. And a travel called on Hall. Bravo a little shaken up, getting up. (70-54) lead here for Assumption, with 4:10 remaining in the fourth quarter. Stevenson will inbound under the basket. On the floor for the Eagles, Klein, Stevenson, Bravo, and White, and Kaupte. We get a wet spot sorted out on the court. So Stevenson to inbound. Gets it into Klein. Kaupte thought about the three. Klein will take it short. That would have been a big hit for the Eagles. Michkowski pushes it, kicks it. Callahan doesn't want the three, now drives it. Passes it, Hall scores it. Nice movement there from Assumption. 3:45 remaining in regulation. Stevenson, Bravo. And the Eagles need some threes here. Kaupte inside, layup, drew the foul. Callahan picks up the whistle. Kaupte to the foul line to shoot two. First of two up and through for Kaupte. One more coming up here at the line. Perfect trip to the line there for number 13. Eagles back within 16. 3:37 remaining in regulation. All about just milking the clock if you are the Greyhounds. No need to rush. Curran does, and she turns it over. And they get the foul on the Greyhounds. We'll get a timeout on the floor with 3:29 remaining in the fourth. You are watching NCAA Division II women's basketball here on the CACC Network. .329 remaining in the fourth quarter. Coming out of the timeout, it is Greyhounds 72, Eagles 56. With Kaupte at the foul line to shoot two. First of two is too strong from Kaupte. Kaupte, a graduate student, 5'11" from Lithuania, misses both free throws. 72-56 now, Assumption. Michkowski between the rings. Looks for a teammate. She has Hall. Hall cross court. Stokes on the left wing. Takes it baseline and got the step on Klein for the lay. Under 3 to play here in the fourth. Stevenson kicks it out to White. White. Now Bravo between the rings. Backdoor to Klein. And that was knocked out of play last by Assumption. With 2:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. Lysandra Turner checks back in. Naj White will head to the bench. Stevenson will inbound under the basket. Stevenson. Now Bravo, foul line extended. The long 2 is off. Kaupte on the glass. Misses the follow, and Hall clears for Assumption. 2.5 to play here in regulation, winding things down here at the Drumner Center for the Post-University Eagles women's basketball season opener, as Kaupte commits the foul on Hall with 2:24 remaining in the final quarter. Assumption in the bonus as Pagan checks back in. Kaupte checks out. It'll be Kajay Hall shooting 2 at the line. Hall now 0 for 5 from the foul line. And there's Hall's first made free throw of the game. She's 1 for 6 now. 75-56. Assumption. Turner kicks it out. Klein crosses over right to left. Mishandles the ball. Now Turner. Angles to the right wing. Stevenson traveled. 2:03 remaining in the fourth. 75-56 Assumption here, as it will be an Assumption victory here. With under 2 minutes to play now, Assumption can just wind down the clock here. Michkowski is open on the right wing. Passes inside to Hall, who gets whacked by Bravo. And Hall 1 for 6 from the free throw line here today. She'll shoot 2 with 1:50 remaining in regulation. Hall at the line. Connects on the first of 2. Two for 2 in that trip to line for Hall. 77-56 lead now for the Greyhounds. Bravo inside, whips it to Pagan. Pagan layup swatted by Hall. Pagan gets it back up. Couldn't connect on the lay. And Callahan will slow it down. 1.5 to play in regulation. A 21-point lead for Assumption. Make it 23 as Callahan finishes over the small guard. Stevenson in the lane. Bravo. Drives it, shoots the mid-range. Michkowski hauls in the rebound. Under a minute to play here in regulation. Carrie Fair empties her bench. And it looks like Courtney Burns will do the same. So now 59.8 seconds remaining in the fourth. The benches are emptied, except there are a good amount of starters still on the court. For the Eagles, that is. Ingalls comes to get it. Nice denial of the ball there by Raquel Washington. She forces the steal and then gets fouled on the other end. 45.1 seconds remaining. Both teams are in the bonus, so it'll be Washington shooting 2 at the line. Washington back iron on the first of two. Washington gets the back end of two. Both teams really struggled from the free throw line here in this one. Assumption only shot 58.3%, post 60.9%. Kara Bresner feeds it. Moriarty drives it. Was blocked, but a foul called on Washington with 29.7 remaining in the fourth. We take a look at the field goal percentages. Assumption shot 44.8%, Eagles 26%. Both teams did not shoot it well from downtown. Assumption 23.1 as Moriarty off on the first of two, post 21.7% from downtown. Moriarty back into two, falls. Shot clock turned off. The Eagles will get their final possession on offense right here. Burns lines up the three, barely grazes the rim. Stevenson tracks down the rebound, launches the three. Washington right there on the follow, misses the lane. Pagan, baby hook, right hand, goes in. 7.4 remaining on the clock. Assumption can just dribble it out. 3, 2, 1, and that will do it. The season opener for the Eagles is in the books. They fall to Assumption University 80-59. And for Assumption, it was a balanced attack. Marina Callahan, 26 points. Molly Stokes, 24 points, led the way. For the Eagles, the only player that was in double figures was Pagan with 12. So that will do it. The Eagles fall to 0-1 on the season as Assumption improves to 1-0. Up next for the Eagles, we take a look at their schedule coming up. They will be facing off against Queens College right here at the Drumner Center on Wednesday at 5 p.m. And for Assumption, they will be traveling back home to play Southern Connecticut State University on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. For our entire TNN crew here at the Drumner Center, Griffin Cass signing off on the CACC Network. Final score, Greyhounds 80, Eagles 59.